I pray to the divinity in you. First of all, I want to assure you that you will receive something very concrete and definite in this seminar, provided you are prepared to apply and practice, because this is my favorite subject. When I was 3 years of age, since then I have been practicing and I've been taught this subject. The word yoga is used in many connotations. Yoga, Sanskrit words, comes from its root yuzu, and yazu, means to unite, to join. An individual soul is united with the cosmic soul. That is also called yoga. When one attains samadhi, as the second Sutra explains, that is also called yoga. When prana and apana are joined, that is also called yoga. You have heard and studied in the books Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Hatha Yoga, Laya Yoga, Raja Yoga. Well, this word has been two, 3 times used in the Bible as thy yoke. Then question comes, is it a religion? No. Millions in the world are trying to search and seek the truths and self-realization, or as the religionists put it, God. But orthodox religions do not satisfy their needs. So they are questioning life, both in the East and West. If you collect the data from the churches, you will come to know only old people who are haunted by the idea of death go to the temples and churches out of fear, thinking that the house of God will give them some solace. But questioning mind cannot be satisfied. You go to church, you go to temple, you go to synagogues, the questioning mind is still there. The yoga science does not offer any new religion. Then what does it do? It offers methodology, methods. It does not condemn any religion. All the great religions have come from one source, and religions often say what to do and what not to do. Set up certain rules, conventions, certain disciplines for you, which are not fully satisfying. So, yoga science does not believe in what to do and what not to do, but teaches you how to be. There are 2 methods and 2 ways of learning this philosophy, studying this philosophy, and practicing this science. I am using both words, philosophy and science, which I will explain to you. One is monastic way, not merely by studying books, learning from the professors but learning to understand the philosophy in a practical manner. Suppose you like to sit in meditation. How should you sit in meditation? Why should you keep your head, neck and trunk in a straight line if your teacher tells you? Why should you do that? There is another comfortable posture, and that is to lie down in Shavasana. That is very comfortable. Everyone wants to do that. Yoga science tells you all that. But some 5,000 years when there were no printing presses, no means to communicate, to impart the teachings during those times, the students used to remember the Shrutis, those unspoken great words of wisdom which seers found out in their deep meditation. Devatma Sakti Sagunair Nigudam, as Sweta Upanishad says. Te Dhyana Yogena Gatana Pashyan. Those great sages, with the help of meditational technique, dived deep into the deeper realms of our being and came out with the wisdom and imparted that wisdom to us. Academic way is very funny. First of all, there is no university and college that teaches Yoga Darshana fully. They mention something about Yoga Darshana. There is no church which teaches the last chapter, book of Revelation. I went throughout the churches and monasteries. I didn't meet anyone who could teach that. Even in Vatican, it is not taught. They don't. Because for teaching the book of Revelations and for teaching two books of Revelations which are in Judaism, you need to understand the science yourself. You need to experience. Without experiential knowledge, you cannot understand anything. The description of seven churches, where the John describes his experiences, who was not actually from any conventional church, who was not direct disciple of Christ, then a question came. Those who were apostles and direct disciples of Christ, they did not receive those revelations. Why this John alone received? Who was he? It gives hope to those who are not in the tradition. Even if you are not in the tradition and if you do not have a teacher, even by your effort, sincere effort, the time might come when wisdom dawns, exactly like Saul became St. Paul on the way to Damascus. It is by the grace of God. But that grace comes when you have learnt that something which is called ascending force, how to use all your human efforts. And when you are tired, when you don't find the way, when you say, now I cannot do anything. My little body, with all my vigor, power, my limited mind I have used, my breath I have used, all my resources I have used. Now, I don't go anywhere, I find a plateau. There dawns that wisdom which helps you, leads you to the other shore of life. So when you talk of grace,